Beatrice then found she could move. She was also involuntarily moving her bowels. At first, as she sprinted towards the potty, she didn't know why she believed that Luna would keep her word, but she had to take that chance. If she behaved like a good captive, she might have a chance to stop Luna. It wasn't to be though, as Beatrice found herself filling her diaper for the first time since forever. The warm mess pulled at her diaper in oblique angles, causing it move in uncomfortable ways. The only respite that Beatrice had in the embarrassing ordeal was at least gravity was keeping most of the mess away from her skin. Suddenly Beatrice found herself orbed onto the changing table. The load in her diaper was suddenly pushed in and upwards by the hard contact of the plastic sheet beneath her legs. Beatrice gagged as she felt the mush spread around her most sensitive areas. Harness. Luna barked and Beatrice found herself webbed to the changing table by an expanded version of the boy's harness. Although she could move, Beatrice really wanted to try and avoid it because of the way her diaper was sitting. Pail, Luna commanded. Beatrice found the diaper pail sitting between her legs. Diaper. Luna spoke again. The soiled diaper around Beatrice's waist disappeared. Suddenly Beatrice found herself levitated off of the table. Then she felt water orb underneath her. Staring at the wand, Beatrice could see her reflection, but more importantly she could see the strain on the faces of the sisters as their powers were used again and again. Firstly to orb the water, then to levitate it and Beatrice, and then to expand and contract the water so she was cleaned without being touched. Beatrice fought back the tears as the water disappeared and Beatrice was deposited back onto the cold plastic of the changing table. You are still a bit damp. There's no point giving your diaper extra work to do. Luna taunted. She pointed the wand at Beatrice, who found herself once again frozen to the spot. Motioning with her hands, Luna called forth a tormentor, and although Beatrice couldn't see it, Grogus's face briefly flickered in the crystal beside the sisters. Tormentors were the worst kind of imps in the underworld. Unlike most demons, they fed off negative emotions. Also, unlike most, once they fed, their power was then withdrawn from them and passed into their master. It was the reason that Grogus had become so fat, but with them powering the wand, Luna could use them to draw the power of 3 almost continuously. Tormentors had no fixed form, though their normal was a black shadow-like creature with 2 beady sliver eyes. However, they could react to their surroundings and take on almost any form, save for their eyes, which would always remain a haunting silver. Tormentors were not as mindless as imps, which was one of the reasons they were feared more. They were vicious, scheming and nasty, and these were traits that Luna would only encourage. As the tormentor approached Beatrice, its darting eyes absorbed her predicament and its body contracted on itself, rearranging into a young girl, maybe 9 or 10. She had long sandy hair and wore what was very close to an Alice in Wonderland costume except in red. Stepping beside Luna, the tormentor bowed her head. "No, you need to be older to be a babysitter." Luna spoke quietly. The tormentor began to age and grow until it appeared to be around 16. The costume remained in a similar theme except that the skirt got shorter and the blouse underneath became tighter, as if to emphasize a blossoming teen. "Perfect." Luna smiled. "Wipes." She ordered, and a quarter-full package of baby wipes appeared in her hands. "I'll let you finish diapering my junior witch in training," she said, turning, "and don't make it pleasant for her." Luna laughed as she orbed a throne into the nursery. Sitting upon it, she held out the package of baby wipes. Taking the package of baby wipes, the tormentor turned towards Beatrice, who now found herself unfrozen. Kicking her legs apart, she tried to think of any spell that could get her out of this, but with her hands harnessed down by her waist she would have to verbalize the spell, and at this particular moment in time she couldn't really concentrate on thinking one up. Trying to buck herself off of the changing table, Beatrice became more and more desperate, and as she did so the tormentor appeared to be growing more and more powerful. Realizing the full futility of her situation, Beatrice stopped and sagged her head. This was going to be horrendous. "Oh, don't stop, Junior." The tormentor laughed as it approached Beatrice. "The more you squirm, the more I like it."